Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring you up to the north, Gerardo E playing Gravebone, and his opponent down here to the south, Howellchan, with the mirror match also playing Gravebone. This could be a really nice game. Gravebone, usually known to be a kind of a zombie herder, someone who just brings out a massive amount of allies since his shadow ability allows him to res one ally from the graveyard. Howellchan already bringing out his first ally. Gerardo, will you already be able to bring out an ally full hand? One resource, he will sacrifice one, giving him the second resource. Most definitely is going to bring out an ally. There, no, it's a Tomb of Knowledge, no ally. Only something to allow him to draw extra cards. Wow, he's going to be falling behind in this early game already. Howellchan's turn. 4 cards, there's the sacrifice, giving him the third resource. Most definitely going to bring out an ally. There's the Death Mage Thaddeus doing the 1 damage already. It's 2 allies for Howellchan, none for Gerardo E. Gerardo E's Gravebone already down to 23 life. Gerardo E's turn, 6 cards in his hand, has 2 resources, will sacrifice one, giving him the third resource. He needs to bring out something fast, otherwise this is over before it even started. With the shot, there's the Infernal Gargoyle. Nice tanky ally. Death Mage will be able to burst him down though with his magic attacks, and Infernal Gargoyle won't be able to attack back. Howellchan, let's see if he can bring out another ally. Has 4 resources, 3 cards in his hand. No, there's the Tomb of Knowledge. This is what I call a nice mirror match. Howellchan attacks, doing the 2 damage with the Death Mage Thaddeus to the Gravebone, and not wanting to do 1 damage to the Infernal Gargoyle. There's another 2 damage from his other ally, bringing Gerardo E down to 19 life. Gerardo E's turn, 5 cards in his hand. He's going to sacrifice one, giving him the 4th resource. If he can bring out an ally that only costs 2, then he can use the Tomb of Knowledge, keeping his hand in a nice, healthy state. The Infernal Gargoyle, with the 4 life, -1 damage and 2 damage he can do, he's going to be able to wreck through Howellchan's allies. I don't think Gerardo E is going to attack with the Infernal Gargoyle Howellchan's Gravebone, because that would be kind of stupid not to kill the opposing allies. There's a sacrifice, 4 resources, 4 cards, brings out a portal. That means he's going to start pumping out allies. Wow, this is going to be so nice. Infernal Gargoyle being attacked by the Dark Flare, kills the Dark Flare in return though. Howellchan's turn. 4 cards in his hand, 4 resources, definitely going to sacrifice one. There it is. 5 resources, 3 cards in his hand. Maybe he can even bring out 2 allies at once. That would be nice, but he has to be careful. The portal can be extremely deadly. Ah, there's the Shadow Knight, bringing the Dark Flare back into his hand. Nice move. Shadow Knight, not necessarily easy to kill, but Gerardo E is definitely capable of killing him. With the 5 resources, he's probably going to sacrifice a card, giving him the 5th resource, and be able to take out 2 allies on the field immediately and attack with them right away. He has high chances of being able to kill off that Shadow Knight instantly. Let's see what he does. I hope his hand is full of allies and that portal is going to be able to be so useful. That could be the game-changing card right there. Gerardo E not leading at the moment. Howellchan really is. There's the Molten Destroyer. 5 resources. Gonna attack right away. It's enough to kill off the Shadow Knight. Wow, talk about damage. Infernal Gargoyle attacking Death Mage, not able to kill it, but not taking any damage in return. Howellchan's falling behind. See what he can bring out. He's probably gonna sacrifice a card, give him the 6th resource. Bring out an ally, use Tomb of Knowledge. He needs to do something, otherwise the Molten Destroyer will kill him. Still has 26 life, while Gerardo E only down to 17. There's the 2 damage from Thaddeus. Decides that doing damage to Gravebone is more important than attacking the Molten Destroyer. Wow. Howellchan, he's probably... I wonder what he's thinking. Can he still bring out a card, or are those 6 resources just wasted? If he can't bring out anything, he's at least going to use the Tomb of Knowledge. He needs to fill his hand back up. Keep it at a healthy state. Don't start top decking. That would be so deadly right now. There's the Snow Sapphire, giving him a nice bit of death. Gerardo E's turn. With the portal still up, 3 cards in his hand, 5 resources. Not sure if he's going to sacrifice a card. Maybe he has enough allies in his hand, doesn't need to sacrifice one. With the portal still up, the portal being so useful, especially with a Gravebone. Just one awesome card. Didn't sacrifice anything, but used the Tomb of Knowledge. Wow, the Infernal Gargoyle been instantly cast down. He's going to attack with one of the Infernal Gargoyles, killing off the Death Mage Thaddeus. Attack with the other one, doing 2 damage to Gravebone. Not including the death though. Still with the Frozen Sapphire up, but probably will attack to get rid of this Frozen Sapphire as soon as possible. There it is, kills off the Thaddeus. Will he attack or just leave it be? Gerardo E looking for a target. And he does attack, not doing any damage and being frozen, but hoping to get rid of that Sapphire as soon as possible. Howellchan, that was a lucky card, or a really nice placed card. That death is the only thing keeping him in the game at the moment, otherwise he'd have so little life. Gerardo E does not want to attack though with the Molten Destroyer when the Sapphire is up. 6 resources, 3 cards in his hand. See how many cards he can bring out. There's the Supernova. He doesn't have any allies in the field. With the allies on the enemy's side, killing both of them. Then the Gravebone Shadow ability, bringing one ally immediately onto the field. Gerardo E probably going to do the same thing, bring the Molten Destroyer back onto the field. Not sure if that was the best move ever, but it did lower Gerardo E's life down to 10 life, which was definitely good. Extremely worth it. Gerardo E, 5 resources, probably going to sacrifice a card, has the 4 cards in his hand and the Tomb of Knowledge in play. Needs to bring out something now or it will be over. Shadow Knight will be playing up against a Molten Destroyer. No, he does not sacrifice a card. Oh yes, he did. He did sacrifice a card, giving him the 6th resource with the Tomb of Knowledge. 4 resources left. Uses the Gravebone Shadow ability, bring out the Molten Destroyer. Those are 2 really strong cards against each other right now. Gerardo E still has 4 cards in his hand, 4 resources. Will it be enough to bring anything onto the field? Or is he just going to roll over and let Howellchan take the first attack? There it is, a Shriek of Vengeance. Not a bad card. Getting rid of the Sapphire, most definitely. No, gets rid of the Tomb of Knowledge. Wants to choke Howellchan. Wants to make him force to start top decking. He does not want his opponent to be able to take out a lot of allies. 3 cards left in his hand. Needs to does not need to sacrifice one, but probably should. More resources the merrier. A nice strategy with Gravebone is go up to 8 resources. Not have a card in your deck that costs more than 4. But there's the portal. Not sure if it was that good of a play. Doesn't have the Tomb of Knowledge up. Only a few cards in his hand. If it will be so worth it, we will see. Howellchan attacks, doing 5 damage to Gravebone. He's just burning Gravebone down, completely ignoring the opposing allies. Just wants to kill him, get this game over with. Will Gerardo E be able to turn it? Allies wise, he's had the lead almost the entire game, but his hero is just taking so much damage and he cannot stop it. 5 resources, 4 cards left in his hand. Needs to bring out at least 1 card. Best would be 2. Needs to get rid of that Shadow Knight. That Shadow Knight is so deadly at the moment. It will kill him next turn if he doesn't do anything against it. He probably realizes it. There's the Tomb of Knowledge. Needs that extra card. Wants to know what he can do. Attacks the Molten Destroyer. Is able to kill it. 4 damage. Just barely enough. No ally left on the field for Howellchan. Will Howellchan be able to do anything? Will he lose now? There's a second ally back onto the field with the Shadow ability from Gerardo E and the portal. Both players have a portal on the field. Howellchan could win it right now if he has a really strong ally. Bring it on the field, attack right away, or win next round. There's the supernova. GG. Howellchan just annihilating Gerardo E. Gerardo E with the lead ally-wise, but just could not do the damage. Just taking too much damage. Oh well. GG. Howellchan, you deserved it. My name has been BeyondCereal, and I will see you next time.